Good evening. Welcome to the BDF show. Tonight, right now we have TinaDCS with us. Don and Will should be joining in a little bit. Um, Tina, the June's going to be my first visit ever to Walt Disney World, and I'm going to be celebrating my 60th, the big 6-0.
I can't wait to find out what you think of it. I hope it doesn't disappoint. I don't think it will.
Right. Hey, Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
And I've got my suitcase, and it's Disney themed. Got my men's getaway travel kit. Besides, they even sell women's too, with women's stuff in it. Hey, Noah.
Hi, Noah.
And Brian.
Hi, Brian.
And this book that I just bought just recently, called The Wonder of Disney. It's a collector's issue. It came out around the time of the Walt Disney World 50th. So I think it's a company called Centennial Spotlight that makes that publishes Hollywood Spotlight.
Yeah.
And
so what are your plans? You're staying at what is it, Pop Century, right?
Yeah, Pop Century in the 60s. Hopefully it'll be in the Jungle Book building.
Yeah, that's what you request. They don't guarantee it, but a lot of times they do follow the requests. So you probably will get there.
We went through Sherry Awesome Sunsets.
Yep, she's good. She's very good.
Yeah, she's just one state away from me. She's in Missouri and I'm in Kansas. I'm only about an hour and a half west of the Royals and the Chiefs.
Wow. My brother was born in Kansas. He was born in Olathe.
Yeah, if you would have seen my stream on the 3rd, going to Kansas City, you would have seen the Gate 6 to the Truman Sports Complex, the home of the Royals and the Chiefs, and would have seen both the Kauffman Stadium and Arrowhead Stadium.
I'm going to have to watch that. I'm going to have to be sure to watch that.
It ended up taking us. It ended up taking me and my friend an hour and 6 minutes to get from Topeka to Kansas City to the Truman Sports Complex. And my friend, I mentioned that he played center field for Washburn University when he was in college, and after Washburn, he played center field for a farm team for the Seattle Mariners.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and he then worked 30 some years with the YMCA across the country, and retired as the president and CEO of the Topeka YMCA. And he was inducted into the Shawnee County Baseball Hall of Fame.
Sounds good. Very good.
And now back to the Disney.
Back to Disney.
I'm looking forward to both Dole Whip and School Bread. School Bread's in Norway.
I have had Dole Whip a couple of times and I loved it. I have not ever had School Bread. I've forgotten to. The last 3 or 4 times I've gone, I've wanted to get it. Couldn't get it the last time in May because they didn't have it. But and I remembered to try. And but before that, the last time I was there was in 2019, and I forgot to try to go into Norway and get it. I was so disappointed in myself. I do that all the time. I should write down all the things that I want to do, the different snacks that I want to try and the different the different shows or the different rides I definitely want to see or whatever. Because a lot of times what happens is I keep going you know, I go around Magic Kingdom and I say, "Oh, that looks good. I'll get that." And then 5 minutes later, I'm like, "Oh, I should have gotten the. I was going to get the Cheshire Cat tail treat there. That's over in Cheshire Treats or Cheshire. What is that called? Cheshire. It's over there in Fantasyland.
Mm.
But yeah, Brian, I like the regular pineapple Dole Whip, but my husband likes the citrus. Um, he's not really a big pineapple fan, so he likes the citrus swirl better.
And they just came out with a coconut um, Dole Whip.
Yeah, I'm not into coconut flavoring. So if it's real, the taste of real coconut, I might like it. But if it's coconut flavoring, I probably won't. So
Right.
I don't know.
Since I'm on medicine, like pina coladas, I can have the non-alcoholic version. The only thing they don't put in is rum.
Yeah, don't do the rum. Yeah, Brian, the citrus swirl is actually it's uh Sunshine Terrace. Um, the Dole Whips are at the Aloha Isle, I think it's called Aloha Isle, and the citrus swirls are at the Sunshine Terrace, which is like down the road a little bit. Both of them are in Adventureland, but it's just kind of like down the way a little bit from Aloha Isle.
Yeah.
So I usually say, okay, you go get your citrus swirl, and I'll go get my Dole Whip, and we'll meet back over here, like in the middle.
Right. And I have said that when we start Magic Kingdom Day on my 60th birthday, uh, what I'm looking forward to is meeting my welcoming committee over by the flagpole at the south end of Main Street. And then we'll walk north on Main Street and then head west to Splash Mountain.
Oh yeah, yeah. So you'll go up. Go up by the haunted mansion and head towards the Country Bear Jamboree, huh?
Well, we
You go
want
to Frontierland.
right, and
Yeah.
we we want to start off our rides with Splash Mountain on that day
Well,
because
hopefully it's still there.
yeah, they're
Um,
they're just going to change the theming of it.
yeah, but the thing is that I don't know when they're going to be bringing it down for the retheming of it.
Right,
Hopefully, it's still there as one or the other. I mean, I prefer they just leave it as Splash Mountain, but the if they retheme it when they retheme it to I forget what it's
Princess and the
Tiana's, but I
Frog.
have they named the ride yet? Have they put out a name for it yet? I don't think they have. But anyway, but the thing is that at some point they're going to be having to take the ride down to redo it, retheme it,
Right,
like they did with the Great Movie Ride. They rethemed it into Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. That was
right.
like a year. So hopefully they still have it, or they're done with it by the time you get there in June.
Next October 1st, which in 2022, it'll be 40 years since they opened Epcot.
Yep.
So in 2032 will be the 50th celebration of Epcot.
Yep. I hope I'm still around.
Yeah, around then, I'll be in my 70s.
Me too. Just higher up.
Yeah. Which, of course, somebody mentioned about Walt Disney World's 100th. Well, around that time, I'll either be 109 if I'm alive, or or my ashes would be buried in my grave.
Yep.
And generally, as a legacy, I want family to enjoy Disney in my honor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just don't have them don't have anybody you know and love dump your ashes there.
I'm not. My ashes are going to be buried up by Holton.
Good. Because if somebody dumps your ashes at the Haunted Mansion, they shut down the ride and they clean it out and they're all vacuumed up and they're thrown in the trash.
Right. Um, Alan Hale, best known as Skipper on Gilligan's Island, when he died, it was his wishes to have his ashes scattered at sea in the Pacific because he loved the sea.
Yep.
And wouldn't you know it, they were interrupted by paparazzis in helicopters. One of the guys that was invited to the skipper's funeral just gave the paparazzi the finger.
Well,
Well,
not altogether sure I
the
blame them.
paparazzi deserves that being flipped off.
Yeah, that's what I
Yes,
was saying. I'm not altogether sure I blame them. Hi,
right.
Richard.
Hey, Bloomin' Cheese. I had him on my show one time.
Yep.
Yeah, it was my birthday. Um, yeah, and I think the Sunday just before that, um, I had him twice that week. Um, if you would have seen my 59th birthday, I had Kelly in the first hour along with Dean of the Live Place. And I want to thank Dean of the Live Place for um, listing our channels.
Yes. For all he does.
Yeah, for all
Dean
he
does a
does,
lot
he's
for
got
this
over,
community.
I think, 170 now.
Does he really?
Yeah,
Wow. Well, there's an awful lot of family friendly entertainment in this
yeah.
community. That's for sure.
Have Disney community, the cruising community, and the RV community, and I just had Dean on last week.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to watch. I'm gonna have to catch up on your channel. I'm just
yeah,
getting around to catching up on other channels. The last couple of weeks have been kind of rough.
yeah. My cousin Shar is the one I'm going to the Walt Disney World with. Um, um, this past July, she helped her daughter move down to Florida, and her daughter's going to pick us up at the Orlando airport.
Well, that's nice.
The
So
funny
you
thing,
you already sent out a scout crew, huh?
right? The funny thing is, Kansas City International's abbreviation is MCI, and Orlando's is MCO. Just one
Yep.
letter different.
Yep. But I don't know why Orlando is MCO. It makes no difference. I guess it's a throwback to back when it was a military base or something like that.
Um,
I don't know why it's called MCO. Does
um,
anybody in chat know why it's called MCO?
I don't know why the FAA assigned the letters, but it's
Yeah,
just
why
like
isn't it called ORL? You know?
right, but it's just like they assigned LA International LAX and Phoenix is PHO, the first three letters in Phoenix,
Yep.
and John F. Kennedy's is JFK,
Yep.
and
And Albany
LaGuardia.
is ALB.
What?
Albany, our the airport that we go out of in Albany, New York, is just ALB. So that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I don't know why Orlando isn't just ORL.
BWI is Baltimore,
Yep.
and yeah, BUF is
Seattle,
Buffalo.
yeah. Seattle is SEA. See, that's the thing. I don't
Yeah.
understand. Yep. Buffalo is. Are you from the Buffalo area, Brian? Because I'm in New York too, but I'm a bit east of you. If you are in Buffalo. But yeah, I don't. But like I said, from what I understand, it's some kind of a throwback, if I remember correctly, which
Probably.
is not very often do I remember correctly. I have a terrible memory. So if I remember correctly, Orlando is a throwback from when it was a military base, and MCO is like military something at Orlando or something like that. But I don't know for sure. Like I said,
Right.
that's just if my memory is serving.
In military bases, C would if it's stands for a base, it would stand for camp,
Yeah,
like a Marine camp.
yeah,
And Army bases are called forts, and Air Force bases are called bases, and air
yeah,
bases, and naval is called naval bases or naval ports.
yep. Yeah, not all naval bases are on the ocean either.
Right.
I think there's actually a naval base in Kansas.
Um, Last I remember in Topeka, we have a Coast Guard recruiting office, and
Yeah,
if I would have if I wouldn't have had my disability and would have been a normal person to join the military, my choice would have been the Coast Guards
yeah.
because
Postcards
that
pretty cool. They don't get a whole lot of hoopla and and cheering, but Coast Guard's very, very, very important. They're
because
the one.
at peacetime they have search and rescue of civilians, and in wartime they do search and rescue of sailors that whose ship's gone down.
Yeah. Okay, so Richard looked it up and he said that MCO it means McCoy Air Force Base. See, that's what I'm thinking. I thought it had something to do with the military.
Okay,
Sure, make it a lot
okay,
easier if they just made it ORL.
yeah, and I guess Richard, can you look up MCI for Kansas City International? Yeah, I've got maps printed up. One for like going from my hometown to Kansas City International,
Yeah.
and The fastest route it recommended is an hour and 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That's taking I-70 and the turnpike. It's a toll road, and
Yeah.
then get take that all the way to I-435 on the west part of the west part of the 435 loop.
Yeah. Did you see Richard said Mid-Continent International Airport? So MCI
Well,
is Mid-Continent International.
we got somebody in the backstage. Let's welcome Dawn.
Hey guys. Sorry, I'm running a bit late. We had kind of an exciting afternoon, shall we say?
Okay.
So,
You're
and
gonna
that's
have to share later.
I will share later. But that's all I want to say about that for right now. But I'm sorry I'm running late, Keith. What are y'all talking about?
Well, we were talking about airports,
Mhm.
MCO and MCI.
Okay.
MCI
Yeah,
is
I remember. Actually, my memory served me well for once. I was saying that MCO was because of something to do with some old air base or something like that. I couldn't remember why or how or whatever, but I said I don't know why they don't just call it ORL, but they don't. They call it MCO, and I think it's so. Richard was looking it up, and he said that it stands for McCoy Air Force Base.
Mid-Continent International Airport.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
MCI. That's the one in
that's
Topeka.
Kansas City
Right, that's
International
Kansas.
now.
Okay, that's Kansas City. Yeah, Florida's is MCO. So yeah. No, I don't know. I've always wondered. Now, airport codes. My sister was a flight attendant for 25 years, and my brother-in-law was a pilot. So when we talk about cities, we use airport codes, like
Well,
my sisters and I. And I have always wondered why. I've never looked it up. Why Florida's is not like ORL or
that's what
something
I
like
was
that.
saying. I said, I don't
Right.
understand why they don't just call it
What's
ORL. It would make life
MCO?
a whole
Right.
lot easier.
Yeah.
But that's why, it's because it's called McCoy Air Force Base
Gotcha.
because
And that's
it
it.
used to be an Air Force base.
Okay. Well, it
Check
makes
out this
sense.
shirt,
Yeah. That makes sense. Oh, Keith, I love that.
Pizza Planet.
That's a great shirt.
I've
It's a
got my
great t-shirt.
Rapunzel shirt on.
Yeah. Okay. I'm doing the Hitchhiking Goes today.
Oh, there you go.
So-
Yep, there you go. That's perfect.
And Don, June 9th, I'll be checking into Pop Century, and then on
Oh,
June
man.
13th, checking out.
So what's your countdown, Keith?
Let me go ahead and bring that up. See. Yeah,
You got to know that, buddy.
Yeah.
You got to know that. That's
I have to
exciting.
admit, this is probably my first trip that I don't know my countdown just by
I'm excited for you.
up
I
To,
know you're.
to my
Yeah.
Walt Disney World trip, 2, 3, 4 days.
Yeah, that's
234
That's a
days.
cool
Yeah.
number.
And
That's
2, 3,
then,
yeah.
4.
and then 235 days until my big 6-0.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. There you
And
go. But
68 days till Christmas.
well,
Keith,
counting it
I
down,
hate to
Keith.
disappoint you, but you know what? Turning big 6-0 is not all that thrilling. I've
I'm still,
been
I,
there, done it. It really isn't that a big deal.
I'm still vibrant. That what counts.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And
It's
and
Yeah,
I went
it
through
counts, but
I went through Sherry Awesome Sunsets, and we
mhm.
requested
Nice.
we requested the '60s building, and hopefully get the Jungle Book building.
I hope you get the 60s is the closest to the Skyliner, Keith.
I know. I
And
seen that on the map.
yeah, and so if you can, as close as you can get, because I'm telling you, pop is big, and
Right.
so and like if you're staying in the 90s, it's a hike to the main building. It is.
Right. And
Yeah.
And to the Skyliner and the bus stop. See, because the
right.
bus stop is right out front, the Skyliner is right behind, and so you want to, if you could get that 60s building, I hope you can, because you will cut down on a lot of walking, which is not necessarily an issue until you're coming in, you're dragging in at midnight and you've been walking all day on park legs. Yeah. So, yeah.
And
So
there's,
it'd be great. Oh, hey, hey, Kenneth. Good to see you.
hey,
Women Sheila. Hey, Richard. Good to see you. Brian K. Sorry, I didn't say
Yeah, my
hello when I
count's
came in.
51 days.
yeah, once I
There you go.
get to Orlando, I want to like when we leave the airport to head for Pop Century, I want to start live streaming. Hopefully my cousin will let me ride in front. But I can
Oh, that would be
still
fun.
I
That
can
would be fun.
still get it from the back seat in the center.
Yeah.
But
Well,
Yeah,
if you,
sometimes it's
yeah.
kind of interesting to have that where you've got
Mhm.
you're in the back seat and you've got the two people in front, and it's kind of like you see
Right.
the gates
That's
when you're
true.
in the back seat. That's
Yeah.
kind of a cool view, Keith. So
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
especially like when getting off of I-4 onto Osceola Parkway.
mhm. Well, it's
The one
exciting
thing you
going through
went,
those gates. You know,
yes,
it's
yeah, the
exciting going through
sign.
those. Yeah. The big Disney World sign. Oh my
big
gosh.
Disney World with Mickey on one side and Minnie on
Yeah.
the other,
Yeah.
and yeah,
That'll be exciting. And Keith, if you can't live stream it, just video, just do a vlog.
yeah,
You know,
do
if
a
you
Right.
do a
can't, I mean, if
do
it's
a
too
vlog.
much trouble getting all the luggage in and all that, just do a vlog instead of live streaming. You
Yeah,
know,
Oh,
either one would be a good option for you.
yeah, you
well,
can put it on
I've
your
got it
channel.
already scheduled.
Good. Oh, well, okay. Well, then you go, buddy.
Yeah. Um,
I don't do all that stuff.
Yeah.
You
I'm
guys,
gonna have to. I'm
you
gonna have
guys
to.
schedule these things, and I'm like, oh, okay, click on that,
Yeah.
okay, done.
Oh boy. Yeah. That's nice when somebody else is live streaming.
Yep.
Oh boy, it's nice. I've been Ed at Texas Takes, has really started live streaming a lot, and of course, we've all been through all the growing pains and the learning curve and all that, and so I've been trying to help Ed for what my help is worth.
Oh,
my
But it's
I
been
think you're very tech savvy, though, Dawn. I think
my
you.
tablet.
well, I try to be, but this now, you put me in front of a computer and I'm good. But the whole streaming, that's a whole different world because you're dealing with the learn. There's just a big learning curve. People think, oh, all you have to do to live stream is just pop your camera in there and hit go live, and that's all there is to it. No,
Hey,
not
Brandy.
even
Just that
close.
boiler up.
Oh, hey,
There
Disney.
are a
Pull up.
lot of
Good to
spots
see
in
you.
Disney World where the signal drops out from under you, and
Oh yeah,
kind of
yeah,
you kind of need to know where to avoid and stuff like
right.
that. So,
What rides you can and cannot stream on,
yeah.
that kind of thing. Where, what songs may get you a copyright hit, that kind of thing. But yeah,
And
but you'll have so much fun, Keith. We could not be more excited for you. It's getting closer and
we
closer.
we got our park reservations. We've got a park hopper option. We even have trip insurance.
Yeah,
Well,
that's a good
sounds like
idea.
well now.
I'll tell you, I the last couple years, it hasn't taught us anything else. It's taught us the trip insurance is probably a
Yeah,
good idea.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
I
we're
That's for
not
never
gonna
sure.
bothered
make
with it before, but
Yeah, that's for sure.
um
Yeah.
on Thursday, June 9th, we check into Disney's Pop Century Resort. The earliest we could check in will be 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
right.
And then Friday, June 10th, which is my
Now
60th,
you'll
is
probably get a text, Keith. You'll probably get a
Right.
text telling you when your room is ready.
Right.
And
right.
that isn't actually when they say you can check in, the earliest you can check in is 3 o'clock. That isn't necessarily the case.
Yeah. Because
Oh,
if
If
they
your
have,
room, if your room is available before that, because the people that were in the room before you got out early,
Mhm,
and the house mousekeeping was able to get in there and get the room cleaned up and
mhm.
everything for you, you might actually get a text.
Earlier.
There was one time when we got a text as we were getting off the, well, no, not getting off the plane. We were in the town car heading onto
Mhm,
property, and that was at
mm.
like at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
but it
something.
could be earlier. And if not, Keith, they will store your luggage for you. They'll
Oh,
they'll they'll store your luggage until your room is ready, so
Right.
you can go to the parks or go to downtown Disney or whatever you want to do. So when you pack your carry-on, be sure that you pack for the park. Pack a park bag, whatever you're going to take to downtown Disney or whatever, so that you can drop your luggage and go if you want to.
Right.
oh,
Right.
but
Make sure that you pack, like, I don't know if you're going to be planning on carrying a backpack or a fanny pack, or
I'll
you're
be
just going
carrying
to
a
have your
backpack.
wallet. Yeah, okay. Then what you want to do is you want to put your backpack inside your carry-on with your few essentials. My personal
Right.
opinion is your you know, few essentials would be chapstick, sunscreen, moleskin, a bottle for water.
Water.
Make sure that you've got, especially in June,
Mhm.
you're gonna need that
Mhm.
um you're gonna need that water.
Yeah.
And
Right.
we
Hand
have,
sanitizer and wipes. We actually have a video up on our channel, Keith, of what we pack in our park bag, and I would be happy to just send you a list if you want
Okay, that
of how
sounds
we
good.
pack. Yeah,
yep,
and
Um,
what I do, Keith, I have that list on my computer, and it just stays on my computer all the time,
yep,
so I don't have to keep reinventing the wheel and run the risk of of leaving something that I need. I'll send
yep.
you that list because
yeah,
we,
you can just
yeah,
send it to me. Copy and paste it right into
I
the
sure will.
Instagram.
I sure will be happy to. But
Yeah,
that'll help you out. Some of it you will need, some of it you won't need, but there may be some stuff on there that you wouldn't have thought of. So we're happy to help.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once we're checked in, then on Friday, June 10th, my big 6-0 birthday, Magic
Yay!
Kingdom Day.
Oh, of course.
Of
Of course.
course.
Where
That
else where else you
that
gonna go?
that we'll probably have an early supper at the Coral Reef by park hopping over to Epcot.
That'll work. That'll
Make sure to
work.
make your
Yeah.
reservations at 60 days out.
Yeah.
Sherry will probably take care of that for you.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Just let her know
Yeah.
what you want. And
Yeah.
but yeah, because I
Yeah.
mean, those restaurants, you'd be surprised. Those restaurants, they fill up fast.
right.
Yeah, they
And
do.
you're gonna
And
want,
be sure and get
if
your
you have
birthday
your heart,
button.
yes, make sure you
Get your
I
get that
want
birthday
I
birthday
want
button.
to
button.
have the number 60 put on it, and I
There you
want to get
go.
my first visit badge
Oh
and
yeah, yeah,
and,
yeah.
and have my name
Oh,
put on it.
you're gonna have, like, I'm celebrating a lot.
You're right, right, right. So you have your first visit badge and your birthday badge. So or your button. Yeah, that's gonna
Yeah.
be cool, Keith.
And then Saturday, June 11th, Animal Kingdom.
I love Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, I do too. I do too.
And then
It's one of my favorites.
on Sunday, June 12th, we're going to start off with Hollywood Studios and then park hop over to Epcot.
Now I will say this, Keith. Uh, I would not park hop every day, and here's the reason I say that. Park hopping takes a lot of time out of your day, and I will probably park hop maybe once, maybe twice. It just kind of depends on the schedule. But keep in mind that you're going to eat what, minimum an hour, hour and a half out of your
Right.
day park hopping. So I wouldn't plan to park hop every day, Keith. When you get into a park that you're really enjoying and you're on a roll and the crowds may be low and you're able to ride a lot, but that's just, again, that's just
The
my
reason
opinion.
why I thought of the June 12th um, Hollywood Studios and then to Epcot is because we're hoping on staying in the 60s building at Pop Century, the closest to the Skyliner, and those two parks are on the Skyliner.
Right, right.
Right, that's true.
So it won't
That's
eat
true.
up as much time.
Right.
usually what we'll do if well, I mean, I gotta say we probably park hop almost every day, but with us,
Mhm.
it's not so much of park hopping as we'll go to one park in the
Right,
morning
Brandy?
and then
Yeah.
and then maybe we'll go back to the room for a little while
Mhm.
and because my
Rest
husband
up.
likes to take a nap. So we'll go
Yeah.
back to the room for a while. He'll take a nap and I'll, have something at the resort or I'll go back out to another park.
Right.
Um, and he'll
Right.
join me later or not, sometimes depending on
Right.
how he's feeling. But so it's more a case of we'll go to one park in the morning and a lot of times we'll go to another park in the afternoon to mix it up a little bit.
But
But it's not really a case of, okay, I gotta run over to this park because I've got dining reservations at this park. We
Right.
always set our dining at a park that
No, you're
that's the
going to
park
be
we
at.
we made the
in,
reservation
Right.
at.
in my Animal Kingdom day, we were going to probably have Animal Kingdom in the morning, starting off with a Kilimanjaro safari because we
Mhm.
want to see the animals get fed.
Mhm.
Well, it's not so
Mhm.
much they get fed. I mean, that's pretty much their life. They just their browse is pretty much where you can see them. The way the
Right.
safari, the way the
Right.
trucks are, their food, whatever their particular food preference is where the trucks go. So it's not so much as there's planned feeding times at this time when the truck is going by in the morning. It's
No,
that's where their food is.
no,
Mhm.
Brandy, it's not my 61st, it's my 60th. It'll be my 60th.
The big 60.
I was born in 1962 on Sunday, June 10th.
And Brandy, don't, and I know you probably know this, but don't give up on those reservations, those dining reservations, because a lot those pop open. People let go of dining reservations all the time. So I would have my travel agent keep checking back. We use Jennifer at Mickey Travels for for our travel as our travel agent, and she has snagged us reservations that we never would have been able to get on our own. Just because that's her job and she's crackerjack at it. So,
Yep.
keep
They
keep
scope
looking.
out that dining app,
They
that
do.
dining reservation. They scope them out like all the
They
time.
do. Yeah.
And
She was
Brandy,
able
you're
to
going to be
snag.
there when I'm there. I'm going to be there starting on the 7th. So maybe we can see each
There you
other,
go.
catch each
My
other.
my cousin Shar and I went through Sherry Awesome Sunsets.
Mhm.
Yep. And
Mhm.
Sherry will do it too.
She's
She'll
good.
she'll be looking
Yeah.
out for your dining reservations and
Yeah,
trying
we're,
Yeah.
to,
we're satisfied her with her um helping us with our reservations.
Well, a lot of people don't think about using a travel agent, but as many times as we have been, and I know Tina's the same way, we consider ourselves to be pretty much Disney pros. But I'll tell you what, having a travel agent, they can sometimes get things that you can't get. Or, I mean, it's their job, like, for example, to keep looking for those dining reservations that we want. We wanted California Grill. Last time we were there, we wanted California Grill at like, I think it was about 6 o'clock. We wanted it. There was
oh, prime dining
nothing
time.
available, nothing available. And guess what? She sent me an email one day and said, "Hey, got that dining reservation you wanted." She also got us Oga's Cantina when we couldn't get it. So
Oh,
a
yes. That's
travel
great.
agent is a good idea, folks. It
Yeah.
is.
Doesn't cost any extra.
No,
You
it does
just
not.
um
Yes,
No,
you
it does
you
not cost
you
one
you,
cent extra.
you
They get
pay
paid by
you pay
Disney.
like when you're setting up a Disney vacation. The money goes to Disney Vacation directly first, and then Disney will pay them a commission.
they
Right.
do. Yeah. So yeah, it's just a good
Brandy,
idea.
um, keep checking. A
Yeah,
lot of times
absolutely.
a lot of times reservations get canceled like 30 days
Hmm.
before, okay?
Right.
Like for instance, I believe I'm probably going to be canceling some reservations here um, 30 days
Hmm.
before our trip because somebody that we were going to be going with us good news. It looks like he's going to be okay, but in the process, he's not going to be able to make the trip with us. So we're going to
Yes.
probably be canceling some of those reservations.
Yep.
Um,
And somebody will be waiting to snag them just as soon as you let
yeah,
them
yeah,
go.
exactly. So it
And
may
then,
Yes,
be you, Brandy.
Brandy.
All right,
yeah,
I'll be
Yeah.
right back. I gotta
Oh, okay.
go let a dog out.
Okay.
okay.
Okay. The answer, yeah, Brandy, yes, they will. They will. Your travel agent, if even if you just use them to purchase tickets and nothing else, they will still help you out with dining reservations. So yeah, that they will do that. Yeah, and I have checked Brandy even as late as like we want to go to California Grill tonight. And I've checked as late as, that morning, that afternoon, and been able to snag them. Because people, like I said, people let go of those reservations, and it's just a matter of, being there to snag them when they open up. And a travel agent is gonna be constantly watching for you. They're gonna, where you can only log in, maybe morning, afternoon, so don't take up that time yourself. Get ask a good travel agent like Cherie or Jennifer at Mickey Travels to take care of that for you. Yeah. So, but yeah, tickets. They'll still do tickets for you. Just let them know what your situation is.
And Don, one thing, also on my Magic Kingdom day after we have our early dinner at Coral Reef, we're
Mhm.
gonna hop right back onto the monorail back to Magic Kingdom so we can be able to finish the day off with a fireworks show, and
Okay,
then
gotcha.
and
Yeah.
then and then the 12th. The reason why I would park hop to Epcot after Hollywood Studio is to finish the day off with the show there too.
Well, unless Keith, unless Phantasmic has started running again.
Oh, okay.
Phantasmic. Keep in mind that Phantasmic hasn't started again at Hollywood Studios. So, there. I mean, that's a while now. I hope they bring Phantasmic back before you go. So that would be fantastic. So, keep that in mind too. Uh, that way, you could. I mean, you have enough days that you can see all the nighttime shows, but definitely watch for them to put Phantasmic back on the schedule again. We're hoping that they'll do it soon. We really miss it because
And
Phantasmic
Brandy
is
just brought up a
great.
question. I just
Brandy, I will send you. I'll send you a message on IG. Or are you on Instagram? I'll send you a
Yeah,
message on.
she's on Instagram.
Okay, and I'm probably following you already. I'll send you her information on Instagram when um, when we get finished. But yeah, she'd be more than happy to help you. And like I said, for years we didn't use a travel agent, but then we kind of thought, well, I mean, especially when you're talking about, I mean, when the days when you could set up your reservations ahead of time, you could set up your fast passes ahead of time. To have a travel agent do that for you for free is a lot less stress on you. And I really think, Tina, I really think that travel agents have a little bit of an inside track on the
Um,
on those
I
things.
think they do too. I mean,
I think they do.
I with the DVC, I can't use travel agents too much because they can't take care of it with the DVC points.
Gotcha.
But
Gotcha. Right.
I have used travel agents in the past, especially for when I went to SeaWorld and Universal.
Hmm.
Um, they did help with that. Although their specialty is still Disney,
Right.
and so they were.
Right.
And before we bought DVC, we used a travel agent for that trip, and they saved us a lot of money, and
Hmm.
they saved us a lot of time. I mean,
Yeah.
they
Oh
were
yeah.
really very helpful.
Yeah, they do. They really do. Yeah, we're always, William and I are always, and I know you two are too, Tina, we're always happy, to help people especially. And we get a lot of questions. When I was working for the school district and, William still gets a lot of questions because they know that we're those Disney people. And
Yes.
so our coworkers would, come to us and say, "Hey, we're going to Disney for the first time. What do
We
we
just
do?" You know. So,
is back.
yeah. So had a little
Yeah,
bit of
I,
laugh, but
yeah, eh,
yeah.
they
And
always came to me too when I was
I've
working. Now I'm
Mhm.
moved
retired.
too.
Yeah, they figured out,
I
don't they?
went.
And we were always more than happy, to help and to, because before the whole, fruit basket turnover with the blip and everything, William and I had the Disney figured out. We could do
Yeah.
Disney. We had it pretty much down. And so we were more than happy, to help somebody who is a newbie and maybe has never been, or they haven't been in years and years and years, and they don't know. So much happens. Guys, there's tons of Disney news every day. And
Yes.
so, for
Every
people,
single day.
people who don't, they may go once every 5 years, once every 10 years. It's a lot of information to try to absorb, and kind of catch yourself up on. So, um, hey, Newman Outdoors, good to see you. So yeah, it's so we were always happy to help people as much as we could and let them, help them. I've helped people in the parks before. I've seen people struggling, talking about a fast pass or struggling, with a fast pass, or they didn't know, this or that. They were scratching their head, and I've just stopped, before, and said, yeah, I've stopped and helped people who had no clue that fast passes were free. They weren't using the system because they thought they had to pay for it. Of course, that
Yeah.
was, you know, but yeah, so it's fun. I think it's fun to help
I'm
people.
having a hard time finding coral reef.
Right.
Coral Reef, what? A
Yeah. The reservation.
It's
reservation?
yeah, it's a reservation restaurant.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I've heard some. I've heard. Have y'all eaten at Coral Reef, Tina? No, we've never done Coral Reef.
If I have, it was a long time ago. Um, it seems to me I did though. It was probably like one of our first trips back in
Mm-hmm.
95, 97. In that
Right.
area.
Right.
So I don't know for sure.
Let's see.
Um,
Let me.
I'm
but
showing a lot of
I,
food
I know
carts.
I know a certain photographer who loves coral reef.
I do too. I can't hear the name Coral Reef without thinking of without thinking of Tea Marie. Oh my goodness, Tea Marie's
Yep.
place. She absolutely loves it. Let's see. Let me find. Here we go. Here is Jennifer's information right here. Brandy, I think I can drop
I
a.
just posted the links to Mickey Travels and Mickey Bones.
Okay, no, I can't drop it from here, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, I've got her direct numbers too, so I'll send them to you on Instagram. Um, but yeah, so Keith, do you have any other dining in mind? Are there any other places that you're thinking about eating while you're there?
Well, when we do Epcot, I want to school bread in Norway.
Yeah, he's got a goal. He
Yum,
wants to do. He wants to
yum.
have a Dole Whip and he wants school bread.
There you
And
go. There you go.
and
Well, that's
I also want Mickey waffles.
oh yeah, yeah,
Well, of
yeah. You
course.
gotta kind of put on your list that Dole Whip. You guys have got to get a Dole Whip. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yep, a Dole Whip, Mickey waffles. You've got to have a Mickey ice cream bar,
Yeah.
um, and a churro. Those are the rules.
Hey, I just brought up a list of food establishments. So I
Yeah,
could probably
there's man, there's a lot, Keith. There are
Yeah,
there are tons.
yeah,
So
I did that
yeah,
on the
yeah.
app.
You wouldn't be able to make dining reservations yet, though.
Right. But I just want to see where it's at on the map.
Although Brandy could, and she's probably really frustrated because she wouldn't be able to get one yet, and she wasn't able to get one, and she's within her reservation window. So
Yeah. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
Brandy, I sent you that link. They're still there. Sent you that link for
Fine on the map.
information. So yeah, so you
Thank you
have
for
to get a Dole Whip, Keith. You got to have it. What else does he have to have? What are some other suggestions for food? Dole Whip, churros, always a good choice.
and of course the Mickey bar, the ever
Mickey
present Mickey bar.
bar,
And I'll
Mickey
tell you
bar.
something. I can get them outside of Disney World. I can get them at
I
our
found
grocery
Coral
store.
Reef
There you go. See? Yep.
right near Spaceship Earth.
There you go.
Yep. It's
There you go.
it's to the left of Spaceship Earth in part of the Living Seas. It's in the Living Seas Pavilion.
Right.
Yep.
Mickey pretzels, Brian.
Pretzels,
Yeah,
of course.
That's Mickey pretzel. And now, is it? Y'all help me think. Is it the
Yeah,
lunching
yes,
pad?
Richard. It's in the same building as the Finding Nemo
Yeah.
area.
It is.
Yep.
Newman Outdoors, welcome.
And y'all help me, Tina, help me out. Is it the lunching pad in Tomorrowland where you can get the cream cheese filled Mickey pretzels? I want to say it is. Those.
might be.
Ooh.
It's in Magic Kingdom. I don't think
Yeah.
you can get it anywhere else. So
Yeah, I think it's at the lunching pad in Tomorrowland. But
If
cream
we're go-
cheese filled pretzels. What's not
if
to
we're-
like about it?
really,
if we're gonna have Mickey pretzels, we're gonna have to split it into 3.
Well, that's okay.
Well,
That's
you
okay.
can. They're big. They're big
Yeah,
enough. You
they
can
are.
definitely
They are.
split them into 3.
I
Another
know.
one,
I've
Keith.
seen them on the live stream. They're big.
They are
They're
monstrous.
huge.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Matter of fact, I seen it. You buy a dessert thing, and they really give you portions.
Yeah. Yeah.
They do.
I
Most of the
still-
time. Some things are kind of small. Not everything is huge, but a lot of things are. So, the other thing, Keith, is go over to Gaston's Tavern in Fantasyland and get that. Now, this is huge.
That
The
is
warm cinnamon roll, and it's like this big. I mean, it was more than what Kylie and I could. It's like for 4 people. I mean,
Yes,
you could easily fourth that cinnamon roll and have enough for everybody. Be sure to ask for extra icing on the side.
Thank you. That's what I was going to say.
It comes warm with like a drizzle, like
A glaze,
glaze, and a little bit of caramel drizzle on top. Oh my gosh, they're fantastic. They're wonderful.
And
Brandy,
they are
I think she's going to wait until after the stream to send you the message.
No, actually, I sent it. Brandy.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
I sent it. Disney up, boiler up.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And it's got your picture on it, Brandy.
Oh yeah, she saw it.
She saw
sees it. She sees it now.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, good deal. What else, Tina? What else is
Well, I don't.
must
I'm
have-
kind of wondering what Richard. I don't know what the what is the night blossom, Richard? Richard
Oh,
Blumencheese
yes.
says you have to
And
get
Pandora.
a night blossom.
Good one, Richard. Good one, Richard. Pandora.
What is this a? Is this a mystery? I am not aware of a night blossom.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. It's a drink in Pandora. And I can't think, like, it's right next to Satuli Canteen. You know where the walker thing is? It's standing there. There's a little snack stand right there, and you can get the night blossom. I think you can also get it at Satuli, but it's a drink, and it comes with boba pearls, and it's just really good. It also comes, if you want, with one of those flashy little seed. It's a seed pod. It's in the shape of a seed pod for Pandora. Oh my goodness, it's very good. Jillian gets one every
sounds
time.
with lemonade and apple. That sounds
It
delicious.
is really good. Jillian can't go to Pandora without getting a night blossom.
Nick P leaves it on his train trip in 10 days, and he's going to start in Chicago on the Southwest Chief, which goes through my hometown around 2 o'clock in the morning. I'll be sleeping then.
Yeah.
He's going to
I
have
love
he's
trains.
going to have the engineer blow the horn, even though it's only 1 block west of me.
Nick, you're gonna love it.
Right.
I had back in July of 2019. I went on a cruise with my husband and several other people, and we did planes, trains, automobiles, and ships. It was a
Yeah.
real trip. It was like 3 weeks long, and we went to Alaska. It was an Alaskan cruise, and then we got off the ship in Vancouver, and we took the train from Vancouver. We stopped overnight in Seattle, and then we went again on the train for another day or two, I think, to San Diego. So, and it was a wonderful trip. You are going to have a great time, Nick. It's
The movie
wonderful.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles was good. Steve Martin got all but one um, slapstick happened to him. That one slapstick, he did that to John Candy.
Yeah, yeah,
Absolutely love that movie. I
yeah.
miss John Candy so much, guys.
So
I
me
so
too.
miss John Candy.
Yeah,
John,
And
John
uh,
Candy and Chris Farley. They were so good.
I
yeah.
was a huge,
But
huge John Candy fan. I just um, really
Well, we got
miss him.
about 3 minutes left.
Oh, time
wow.
flies. There you go.
Yeah.
I was trying to think, Keith. Of course, you have a whole community full of people to ask questions. And I'm sure if Sherry's taking care of you, you're in good hands on your trip. But yeah, I'm. It's the countdown. You think, oh my goodness, it's so far away. It's so far away until it's not. Until it's a week away. And
It
so
is
you'll
very,
get
very
there.
true.
You'll get there. You'll get there
Right.
for sure.
And 2 weeks ago, I went to Kansas City with a friend of mine to see the Royals game. Don, you caught in on
I
it.
did.
You 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 came in just at the time that we were pulling into Truman
Sure
Sports
did.
Complex.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that was a little bit before that. Y'all were on the
Oh,
road for a little while, but yeah, yeah. So that was a great trip for
yeah,
you.
I told Tina that my friend that I went with, he played center field for Washburn University here in Topeka when he went to college
Cool.
there, and then
Yeah.
after that he went to play center field for one of the farm teams for the Seattle Mariners,
Oh, nice,
and
nice.
then
What a
he
great
worked, and
experience.
then he retired after 30 some years working at the Y. He retired as the president and CEO of the Topeka YMCA.
Cool,
Wow. That's
cool.
very
Very
cool.
nice. Very
And
nice.
last week I had Dean of the Live Place on, and then
Hmm.
next Sunday I'm
Yeah.
gonna I'm gonna
I'll be right back,
participate
guys.
in. I'm
Okay.
gonna, okay. I'll participate in the foodie week. Going to talk about Disney foods.
Oh, good.
Want to see if I
Good.
can find it off of one of the sites that has to do with Disney. And
Yeah. Of course, Disney Food Blog DFB Guide is fantastic.
oh,
Uh,
okay.
on yeah, look on YouTube at DFB Guide, and oh my goodness, Keith, they have their videos on food completely changed how we eat in Walt Disney World. They are a really
I
great
have to
resource.
look at the. I know they have a website that I can go
They
to,
do, they do.
and
Yeah.
then on Halloween 2 weeks from tonight, I will I
Really?
will be dressed up in my Renaissance costume for um, I'm hoping on having some guests. All they
Nice,
have to do is text me at Instagram, and
nice,
then I'll send them the link.
very nice. My golly, is
Very
Halloween
cool.
2 weeks away, Keith? My
Yeah,
Yeah.
gracious.
Scary,
Ah,
huh?
Yeah,
then
man, TikTok, right?
in less than 2 days, Genie and Genie Plus starts up, as
Yeah.
well as Lightning Lane.
Yeah. That's gonna be a whole new bundle of wire.
Oh yeah, whole new can of worms is what I'm gonna
Yeah.
call it.
And you
Whole
were
new can
talking
of.
about the Disney food blog. I'm watching them very closely along with
Hmm.
other resources
There you
because I'm
go.
figuring
Yeah,
by the time I go in December, I'm hoping they have all the bugs worked out and they tell me what I
yeah,
need to do and how I need
yeah,
to do it before I
yeah.
get there.
Yeah, and that's true, Keith. Disney Food Blog, and this is not a paid, nothing paid here. Just
No,
they
no
are an
paid,
excellent resource.
no paid sponsorships. No.
They also tell you about what's going on in the parks, the current changes in the parks. One thing that I always watch them for is like right before we go, I watch for all the treats. Like if it's Christmas or Halloween, they'll tell you all the treats and you can make a list of them
That
so
is
you
their
don't forget.
specialty. Yep. That is their
So,
specialty.
yeah,
And
Yep.
yeah.
Don, do you have a closing saying?
Are we ready to close? I do. I do. At the Hitchhiking Bones, there's always room for one more. So please hurry back.
Have a magical evening and a
Smile.
great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Bye
Thanks,
bye.
Keith.
I'm always watching.
Bye bye, guys.
Bye.